Good morning everyone and welcome to the World Game's very last review of the English Premier League, which we've decided upon devoting to a recap of Chelsea's title-winning season.
The dominance really has been remarkable, guys, mathematically securing their spot at the top with 4 matches to spare. It's not very often you see a team carry on at the top for such an extended period of time.
Could it have been the brick wall at the back that only considered 31 times this entire season, or the great run of tactics employed by the infamous football manager Jose Mourinho? Just regardless, looking at the current standings, the only team that really rallied anything close to a title challenge were the City, and even they were falling short of 8 points.
And looking at that table, guys, I think it'd be immoral to not go out and say this Chelsea side will have been there at the top for 274 days come the 24th of May.
Despite their almost perfect form, I don't think we should be so quick to disregard the necessary critiques and shortcomings of both the squad and the club. We all clearly remember their dismantling by Newcastle at St James Park, where Cissé's late brace cut their 23-game unbeaten run short.
And if you all recall, this brought up a lot of concern and doubts among us here at the World Game. I remember we were all split on the longevity of the squad's fitness and form. I recall you, Ryan, questioning whether Mourinho was providing his title-winning squad with sufficient rest.
Well, I think if we go back to mid-season, when there were signs of struggle at Chelsea, the several losses, especially the Champions League games, to Paris Saint-Germain, and even now, just looking over the distribution of the squad appearance this season, we can see how skewed those numbers are and how lacking Chelsea are in developing youth and homegrown talents. Something that top clubs should be leading in, not travelling behind in.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it just comes down to the reality of the top 4 clubs. I'm willing to take the risk of losing a Premier League in order to just provide the youth with an opportunity to develop, and rather just look to the transfer markets to fill that gap left behind by retiring players.
On the topic of transfer markets, I think we can all agree that Chelsea have very much mastered it now. If you recall, there were doubts raised over how Diego Costa would adjust to the physicality of the Premier League. Boy, did he prove those critics wrong. Stellar season, we can agree, for the 26-year-old Spaniard.
He did score 19 goals from 24 appearances in the league, but I don't think that the conversion rate was too good. It was only 33%. He had 57 shots on target and only converted 19 of those. So I don't think I can comment right now on Costa, but I can say John Terry had a pretty good season.
Right there with you, Slayman. Terry was quickly written off by many as his age and fitness was raised during Chelsea's pre-season friendlies. But how he showed that lot off with a spectacular season. Starting 37 or 38 Premier League matches and scoring 5 this season to equal David Unsworth's record as the highest scoring defender in Premier League history. The skipper truly led by example.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys. I think me and Krista are in agreement, and rightly so, when we say Hazard had the better season, a diamond in the rough when we first came to the Blues in July of 2012.
Yeah, and let's not forget that it was Hazard himself who scored the title-winning goal against Crystal Palace, converting off a deflected penalty like it was just another lazy Sunday.
Alright guys, I think that just about wraps it up for this morning. It's been a pleasure being with you all and being able to share in the World's Game together, the fans, and once again, congratulations to the Premier League champions of the 2014-15 season, Chelsea, for their 5th and hopefully last title. Thank you from everyone here at the World Game, and we hope to see you again next year.